today we're talking about the Pinterest effect. And first of all, huge disclaimer, I am not bashing Pinterest or Instagram or any publication that puts out wedding inspiration. It's super important for you to look at that inspiration and to see the type of wedding that you want. This video is just letting you know that this phenomenon exists and how to navigate it properly. So what is the Pinterest effect? Say you are on Pinterest and you are looking through all of the inspiration, you find an image of the most gorgeous wedding ceremony setup that you've ever seen, and you want that exact image for your wedding. Sorted, inspiration done. Yeah, that image, that wedding costs about $100,000. It's like when you go clothes shopping and you see that top in the window and you go into the shop and you turn around that price tag and slowly back away. There's no harm in it, it happens to all of us. If you have that budget, then happy days. But if you don't, you can feel a bit disappointed that maybe you can't achieve that exact look or you can't buy that exact top because it's out of your budget. So how do we navigate this? Well, I have 3 main tips to help you navigate the Pinterest effect. Number 1 is know your terms. So the wedding industry is full of weird jargon that I should do a video on at some point. For our purposes today, we're going to focus on the ones for budget. Generally speaking, if it's a budget wedding or a DIY wedding, these are considered on the lower end of the budget scale. If it is a luxury or exclusive or high-end wedding, then these are on the higher end of the budget scale. Publications don't tend to publicize mid-range weddings, but this isn't a huge issue. So say if you have a budget of $35,000 and you're looking at inspiration from a wedding that is $45,000, even though that is a $10,000 jump, in wedding terms, it's not actually that big of a difference. You can still get quite a lot of inspiration from a $45,000 wedding if you have a budget of $30,000 or $35,000. It's totally fine. It's more of an issue if you have a budget of $15,000 and you're looking at weddings of 100,000 plus. The second thing is to follow accounts and blogs that publicize weddings within your range. So if you've identified that you are in the budget range of things, then follow blogs and Instagram accounts that publish inspiration for budget weddings. That way you're far more likely to see inspiration that is achievable for you and your budget. On our Instagram page, which you should definitely be following at Nulyweds, we publish our weddings which are generally quite mid-range. So our weddings range from around €20,000 to €40,000, generally speaking. So the inspiration that you'll see on there fall within that category. Third tip is to ask the experts in your chosen country. Say you find a huge floral arch on Pinterest. So let's go back to that ceremony setup. Say you really want that floral arch. You want to know how much that specific floral arch costs you, then it's very easy to go to a florist within the chosen country and ask them for a direct quote for that specific arch. That way you know exactly how much is going to set you back and you know what's realistic for you. You can also say, okay, well, I want to spend this much on our flowers for the entire wedding. What is possible? Is it possible to have an arch for that? Just ask the experts within the country and they'll be able to give you more realistic ideas as to what is achievable with your budget. And the fourth tip is just don't lose faith. It's okay if you find out that that image is way over budget and a bit unachievable for you. It happens. It happens to the best of us. I was also completely ignorant about this before I started working in the wedding industry. Prices range dramatically. But if you stop holding on to this fantasy in your mind and actually concentrate on what is possible for you, for your guests, for your budget, for your style, then you'll end up creating something extremely unique and not something that you've seen on Pinterest, not something that you've seen yet on Instagram, something that's just yours. And isn't that what we all really want? Aim to have a wedding that is full of your personalities, full of your style, at the budget that you are at. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want mid-range wedding inspiration, then check us out on Instagram at Nulyweds. And until next time, I will see you very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.